let's talk about let's talk about old houses and ghosts, haunted houses, haunted places. There's a lot of haunted places on this earth, and there's a lot of haunted houses. And if you live in an old house, if you live in a house that's like 50, 100 years old, you know, and other people have lived in that house before you, there's when you have a lot of emotions in the room of a place, you know, if you're yelling and screaming and enforcing a lot of energy and emotion in some place, then you're going to lay down like grooves and patterns in the wall. There's been studies that when you had pottery and people were turning pottery and they took a reed and they laid it across the pottery and they're spinning that pottery and that reed is going across the pottery, that reed could just be just like the needle of a record player and carve sounds into that pottery. So if you take that pottery now, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years later, you take that piece of pottery and you take a reed and you run it across just like a record player, you could then play the sounds that were captured back when they were making that piece of pottery thousands of years ago. So it's the same thing with a haunted house. You have somebody standing in the room and screaming and yelling, and you have this constant energy of negative energy and fighting. Somebody's killed, somebody's murdered, somebody dies in that house. Or if you have a house that has lots of love, and happy memories, those memories, that energy is going to be grooved into the wall. So later on, when a breeze comes through the window and a breeze goes across that wall, it's going to come back out and play that energy, those sounds and that energy, the mood. It's going to play it out, or even the images are going to be played right back out, just like a record player is playing a record. And that's where the haunting of the house is going to come from.